Welcome to the Explainer. You know, what if I told you that the single biggest economic shift since the internet is happening like right now? And you could actually be a part of it? Well, today we're digging into the AI gold rush. And this isn't just about some fancy new tech. It's about a whole new economy in the making. We're going to break down exactly what that means for you.
Right. This is the question on literally everyone's mind. The headlines are all over the place. Either it's doom and gloom about robots taking over, or it's these wild stories of instant fortunes. But today, we're going to cut through all that noise and get to the real economic story of AI. Is it a threat, or could it be the biggest opportunity of our generation?
Okay, let's just start with some hard data, because the numbers are kind of mind-blowing. A major global report from PwC found that the industries most exposed to AI, they're seeing 3 times higher growth in productivity. I mean, think about that. 3 times. That's not a small bump. That's a huge foundational shift in how work actually gets done.
So, what about the people who have the right skills? Well, that same report found that workers who know how to use AI are now getting, on average, a 56% wage premium. This isn't some guess about the future. This is happening right now. It's actively reshaping what skills are most valuable out there in the job market.
And here's one last number for you. The skills that companies are looking for, they're changing 66% faster in those exact same AI-heavy fields. So yeah, the ground is shifting really, really fast. But what these numbers are really telling us isn't a story of replacement. It's a story of massive opportunity, but only for those who are ready to adapt. All right, let's dive into our first section here and really understand this macroeconomic shift that AI is driving. What does this boom actually look like when you zoom out?
What's so wild about this chart is just the massive difference in performance. Researchers analyzed almost 1 billion job ads and company financials to find this, and the contrast is just stark. Industries that can use AI aren't just growing a little faster, they're in a completely different league when it comes to the value each employee can create.
And this is the part that just flips the whole scary narrative on its head. The data shows that companies aren't just bringing in AI to slash costs and fire people. No, they're using it to augment their workers, to make them more valuable, more capable of solving bigger problems. And that, in turn, is fueling growth in both the number of jobs and how much they pay. And this quote here from Matt Wood at PwC just nails it. It perfectly captures this new reality. So think of AI less like an automated replacement and more like a power tool for your brain. It's all about amplification, not elimination. So we're seeing this huge boom in productivity, this huge creation of value. But where is all that value actually going? It's not just the big tech giants. Not at all. A whole new wave of quick, nimble startups is popping up, and they're building these super specialized tools to capture their piece of this new economy. We're seeing the rise of this thing called AI micro-SaaS. And these aren't some giant, complicated platforms. No, they're small, super focused tools, a lot of times built by just one person. And they're designed to do one specific thing incredibly well, all using the power of AI. And here are some real-life examples of what I'm talking about. You've got tools that create perfect headshots without you ever needing a photographer, or tools that automatically find new customers for you online, or ones that take your jumbled voice notes and turn them into clean, coherent text. Each one of these solves a very specific pain point, and that's how they're creating real business value.
And this shows how these new businesses are actually making money from that value. They're going way beyond just a simple monthly fee, with models that are based on usage or even based on the outcome. They're directly connecting the price of their tool to the actual results it gets for the customer. Basically, the more value you get, the more the tool earns. It's pretty smart.
Okay, so you've got these new founders creating these micro-SaaS tools. But this whole economic shift isn't just about building new products from scratch. It's also creating a massive opportunity for individuals, for people who can use these tools to offer really valuable services. And it turns out, freelancers are already way ahead of the curve on this one. Yeah, this research from Upwork is really fascinating. It shows that skilled freelancers are actually the ones leading the charge in adopting AI. And it makes sense, right? They have to stay competitive, so they're always learning the new tools. But look at that bottom line. They also report having stronger human skills like problem solving and communication. That's key. So the crucial point here, the winning formula, it isn't just about knowing how to push the buttons on the tech. It's about combining that technical skill with those timeless human skills. That combination of tech savvy and soft skills, that's becoming the new power duo in the modern workforce.
And what this does is open up a whole new menu of services that you could offer. It's not about being some abstract AI expert. No, it's about applying AI to a specific field, using it to build chatbots for businesses, or to supercharge marketing campaigns with better data, or to just generate amazing copy and images way faster than ever before.
But of course, jumping into this new economy isn't as simple as just flipping a switch. It's definitely not a get-rich-quick scheme. So let's get a little dose of reality here and look at the actual challenges that people building this stuff are facing every day. You see this kind of frank talk all the time on places like Reddit, where the real AI builders hang out. And this user points out a huge challenge. OpenAI's custom GPTs are a really easy way to build a simple AI tool. But turning them into a real sustainable business, that's incredibly tricky. And this breaks it down perfectly. The very things that make custom GPTs so easy to build and share, like the fact that they just piggyback on existing user accounts, are the same things that make them nearly impossible to monetize with something like a subscription. It's a critical lesson for anyone building on top of a big platform. You have to own your customer relationship if you want a real business, not just a cool feature that lives inside someone else's product. So you've got this landscape of massive opportunity on one side, but also these very real-world challenges on the other. What are the key takeaways for you? How do you actually position yourself to thrive in all this?
It really comes down to this 4-step strategy. First, embrace AI as a tool. That means you have to get your hands dirty, play with these platforms, and figure out how they can make you better at what you already do. Second, you got to double down on your human skills. AI is like a fantastic calculator for words and ideas, but you're still the one who has to frame the problem and make sense of the results. Third, find your niche. Don't try to be an expert in AI, become the expert who uses AI to solve a specific problem for a specific group of people. And finally, stay adaptable. Remember that 66% number we saw? That's your new reality. Continuous learning isn't just some buzzword anymore, it's a straight-up survival skill.
When you step back and look at all the data, it suggests AI is less like a tidal wave that's going to wash all the jobs away and more like a brand new current that can carry you forward faster than you ever thought possible. It's a force multiplier for our skills, our creativity, our productivity. The field is wide open for the builders, for the learners, for the people who are willing to adapt. So the only real question left is, how are you going to ride it?